Hey friends, welcome to day 2 of my 14 days of Crafty Love 2025 series. And today I'm going to be altering this personal notebook that I just got in a destash swap. And I thought it would be a perfect place to jot down different things for Valentine's. You could decorate this for non-Valentine's as well. You could decorate this for any season. And hand this out or use this in your craft room. So let's go ahead and open it up. I have pulled out a picture that I printed last year of this cute little cowboy and the horse. And this was a clip art that I found on Creative Fabrica. And it is a little bit big, but I'm hoping I can use this. And then the little boy has a blue blue scarf on. So I pulled out this blue paper from my Valentine's stash. On this side, it has these really pretty flowers, but I think I'm going to use the blue. So I think I'm going to just do this the old-fashioned way. Instead of measuring, I'm going to take a pencil and measure. And then I am going to grab my paper cutter because I cannot cut in a straight line. And we're going to cut that out. And then we will round the corners. Make sure I'm on that line. I hope you are all doing well today and enjoying my series so far. I always love doing these series for you guys. All right, making sure I'm on the right. This is the actual front. And I am going to need to trim these corners, but I think I'm going to lay this down first. And I think I'm going to use glue for this instead of my tape runner. So I'm actually going to pull my thing out and use the wider part of this. I broke this and now that top doesn't want to stay on properly. So I'm going to have to get a new top for this. So we're going to put some around the edges and I'm going to run some along the middle. I think my image is going to take up most of the room, but I want to have some paper in the background just in case it doesn't. So I'm going to bring this over to that edge, lining it up with the front and the bottom. And then I'm going to grab my bone folder and kind of make sure I'm working that glue in. Especially at these edges here. You can use your hand. You could use your ruler. You could use the edge of your scissors, whatever you have handy. It also helps to kind of keep these glue lines down. If you kind of work that in the paper. And then we are going to need to do a little bit of trimming. So I'm just going to trim this edge here. Around that corner. All right, there we go. And now let's figure out the little Valentine. So I know in order to get like all of the cowboy, I'm going to lose a little bit of the horse, or I could lose a little bit of the cowboy. So I'm going to roughly cut this out. I'm going to use my paper trimmer again to get a nice straight edge here. All right, so I'm going to come over just a little bit of that. No, I think I'm going to, trying to get this in straight. Don't think it's printed straight, but let's go ahead and trim that, and then I'm going to go ahead and trim the top and get that white off. All right, and then I'm going to trim the bottom as well, and that leaves less cutting that I need to do with my hand. And I think it's pretty much going to take up most of this. I want to leave a little bit of that blue showing around, so I think I'll move it over, and then we'll lose about that much of the cowboy hat. So we get most of it in. So what I think I'm going to do is kind of crease that. We're going to add some glue down in all these other areas. And you could fussy cut this out if you wanted. I'm just trying to make this pretty simple for myself. Add some glue in the middle, and then we're going to lay this down, and so I got some glue on my hand. Let's put that there. All right, so let's do our best to sort of leave a little bit of a border around the top and the bottom. It doesn't have to be much, but then we can see a little bit of that blue. And then, you know what? I'm kind of now thinking maybe I wanted to cut around that part. So I'm going to try to be super careful now that I've laid this down and kind of come in and cut away some of that white. It's not going to be perfect. I should have done this before I glued it down. All right, I think I'll just leave this part here. And I'll have a little bit of glue because I did glue it, so that is my fault. So I probably will add something over here to cover that up because it was my fault for not doing that first. Thankfully, the Bearly Arts glue does dry clear, but it is going to kind of show that that line is there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and trim off this piece that's overhanging. And a little bit overhanging at the bottom that I wanted to trim up as well. All right, there we go. I really wish I hadn't made that boo-boo there. And this could have been cut a little closer. Now, what do I want to do about that? I don't know how much that's going to dry. So let's think about maybe, I could put like maybe a heart sticker, or I don't want to cover up the Howdy Valentine. And that's just a little bit too big. Let me go into my stash of things. And I don't think we're going to cover it up completely. I thought I had some more hearts in here, but I don't. So I have another idea. So we're going to put this back. I think what I'm going to do is let this dry, and then I'm going to go in with a decorative pen and go all the way around the book, maybe with like a black marker, and kind of do some doodles, and that will cover this up so you won't even see that. So let me let this dry, and then I'll come back on and show you the finished result after the glue is dried so I can use the marker. But I think this turned out super cute. Now, if you wanted to, you could decorate the back as well, but I just decided, since this is going to be mine, that I'm just going to decorate the front, and then I can use this for different things for the month of February. So stay tuned while this dries, and then we'll do some doodling. So I actually ended up taking some of my Valentine's and pink washi and layering it in this corner here, covering up the glue. The glue was pretty much dried clear. It just left a little bit of an indentation like mark on there. But I just took this, and then I used up some of my Valentine's Day washi stash as well. But you could do the black outline around there. I think that would be cute as well. So thanks for stopping by for day 2 and altering a notebook with me. I hope you are enjoying the series, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow for day 3. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye.